In this video, we'll look at every death in Ghosts, in chronological order, from the earliest to the most recent, to understand the strange, sometimes heartbreaking history of Woodstone Mansion. So let's get into it. Thorfinn, 1006 to 1007 AD, age 35. Our story begins over a millennium ago with Thorfinn, a Viking warrior who journeyed from the coast up through the Hudson Valley. He arrived centuries before the mansion even existed, exploring what was then untouched land. After months of surviving alone, Thor's life ended suddenly during a storm. While hunting, lightning struck his metal helmet, killing him instantly. According to his own account, this happened about 7 winters after the Battle of School Day, placing his death between 1006 and 1007 AD, before the age of 35. Thor would become the first known spirit to haunt the land where Woodstone Mansion now stands. Sass, 1513, age 25. Centuries later came Sass, a young Lenape man, whose people lived in the region long before European settlers arrived. Born around 1488, Sass died in 1513, at only 25. While the details of his death remain unknown, his spirit lingered on the land. He became the second known ghost on the property, and one of the few who remembers the land before it was ever colonized. Patience. 1692 or later during the colonial period, Patience lived in a strict Puritan community. Her extreme beliefs led to her exile in 1692, the same year as the Salem witch trials. Patience had attempted to execute a 5-year-old girl she believed was a witch. After being cast out, she vowed to form her own colony. Sometime afterward, she died during a bloodletting procedure, a common but dangerous medical practice of the time. Nigel, 1777. By 1777, the Revolutionary War brought new spirits to Woodstone's future grounds. Nigel, a British officer and poet, was unintentionally killed by an American soldier, Issac. Issac, harboring a secret admiration for Nigel, accidentally shot him with his rifle after sneezing while spying through the scope. Issac, July 17, 77, age 35. After his service at the siege of Fort Ticonderoga, Issac succumbed to dysentery at age 35, a common but deadly illness for soldiers of the time. In his final moments, he was comforted by a woman who brought him his uniform and called him by a term of endearment, Cricket. His ghost would remain bound to the estate, forever carrying the pride and regrets of a revolutionary soldier. The Cholera Ghosts, 1832 to early 1850s. In the 19th century, a new tragedy struck the land. During the cholera epidemics of the 1830s, infected individuals were quarantined in a pest house built where Woodstone Mansion now stands. Believing they were being treated, they were instead locked inside, left to die in isolation. Their restless spirits became known as the Cholera Ghosts, representing one of the darkest periods in the property's past. Elias Woodstone, 1895. By 1895, Woodstone Mansion was in. After an affair with the wife of his vault designer, Elias was trapped inside the vault by the betrayed husband. He died there, likely from lack of air. For years, his wife Hetty believed he had abandoned her. His ghost remained trapped within the walls of his own creation, a fitting punishment for his deceit. Hetty Woodstone, 1895, age 45. Not long after Elias's disappearance, Hetty Woodstone's own life ended. Left with her husband's debts and criminal accusations, she became desperate to protect her son, Thomas. As authorities closed in, she took her own life, strangling herself with a telephone cord. She later kept the cause of her death from the other ghosts out of shame. Her death, while tragic, reflects the harsh limits placed on women of her time, even those of wealth. Saul Henry, 1920s. In the 1920s, Saul Henry, a shortstop for the Delaware Horseshoe Crabs in the Negro Leagues, lost his life after being struck in the head. His spirit is unique among the ghosts. He's not bound to the mansion itself, but can attach himself to people. We first meet Saul when he first arrived at the mansion, attached to a guest, Jean. He later falls for Alberta and attaches himself to Jay to get close to her. Before they had a falling out from Saul being too clingy, Alberta Haynes, December 31st, 1928, age 38. Alberta Haynes, a talented jazz singer, died at Woodstone Mansion on New Year's Eve in 1928. Though her death was ruled a heart attack, Alberta always believed she was murdered, and she was right. Years later, it was revealed that she'd been poisoned with strychnine-laced moonshine by Hetty's son, Thomas. It is later revealed that Hetty knew it was her son who poisoned Alberta, but kept it from her. Crash, 1950s. Next came Crash, a 1950s greaser who died in an accident that left him decapitated. Little is known about his life or death. Flower, 1969. Age, 30 or 31. In 1969, Flower, a free-spirited hippie, wandered onto the Woodstone grounds after a music festival. Under the influence of hallucinogenic mushrooms, she encountered a bear and mistook it for a friendly creature seeking a hug. The bear attacked, killing her instantly. Her ghost remains one of the most optimistic and kind, despite her tragic end. Dona, Pete's girlfriend, 1982. Dona, the girlfriend of Scout leader Pete Martino, died in 1982 while on vacation in St. Lucia. A guest accidentally dropped a cell phone from a ninth-floor balcony, striking her on the head and killing her instantly. Her ghost haunts the hotel where she died. Pete Martino, 1985, age 40 or 41. Pete, a cheerful and dedicated Scout leader, died in 1985 during a troop outing at Woodstone Mansion. In a tragic accident, one of his scouts accidentally shot him in the neck with an arrow. Pete's kind spirit has since become one of the most beloved ghosts in the mansion. Stephenie, 1987. In 1987, a high school student named Stephenie was killed by an escaped chainsaw murderer while parked outside Woodstone Mansion on prom night. Her death adds a chilling 1980s horror story to the property's growing legend. Trevor Lefkowitz, November 2000, age 33. In 2000, Trevor Lefkowitz, a young businessman, died at the mansion during a weekend getaway with colleagues. After excessive drinking and taking illegal pills, he suffered a heart attack. His friends panicked, disposed of his body in the nearby lake, and covered up his death for years. Trevor's ghost, forever without pants, remains one of the mansion's most modern spirits. Cheryl, Sam's mother, 2015. In 2015, Sam's mother Cheryl died after suffering a severe allergic reaction to shrimp during a lunch with coworkers. Her death occurred 6 years before Sam inherited Woodstone Mansion. Jessica, the car ghost, late 2010s. Jessica died in a drunk driving accident after crashing her car into a telephone pole. Her ghost became attached to the vehicle itself, continuing to haunt it long after her death. She was discovered by the other ghosts when Freddie began working at Woodstone as Sam and Jay's assistant. Carol Martino, October 31st, 2023. Carol, Pete's wife, died on Halloween in 2023 after choking on donut holes during a party at Woodstone Mansion. Her sudden and unexpected death added yet another spirit to the growing household. Chris, 2025. In 2025, Chris, a performer hired for a bachelorette party, died in a skydiving accident when his parachute malfunctioned. He crashed through the roof of Jay's restaurant, unaware at first that he had died. When greeted by the mansion's ghosts, he realized the truth and became their newest companion.
Made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. I'm actually working towards recording these videos using my own voice. Just working out a couple of kinks about my insecurities. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you.